In this video, we will explore the lives and histories of 5 unique serial killers. These killers have left their name in the cryptic history of the 21st century with their sinister strategies, terrifying methods, and unparalleled coolness. From the killer who shook the city with a chain of brutal murders, to the killer who uses his brain function as a weapon, these serial killers each have a unique and terrifying story. So let's jump together to a journey into the darkness and the secrets of these 5 unique serial killers. I look forward to your comments on these scary killers. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first case is Rosemary West, one of the British serial killers who, in the 1970s and 1980s, along with her husband Frederick West, incited people about criminality, sexual harassment and murder. In order to attract attention and attract their victims, they turned their house at 25 Crowley Ladies into a residence for young people who were facing social problems, and in this space, they used some of these young people and harassed and raped them. Finally, they were caught with more than 11 consecutive murders. Rosemary and her son's boyfriend were also convicted for helping the professors who participated in the crimes and ended their lives in prison together with her husband. The second case, Mary Ann Notley, is commonly recognized as one of the most notorious serial killers in British history. In the 19th century, she massacred a total of 50 people, including her children, husbands and loves. He covered himself from this crime by taking care of the sick. The fame of this serial killer increased due to the fact that he was able to escape from arrests and police investigations many times. Finally, he was arrested and tried and was executed in Dartmoor in 1873. Mary Ann Notley's story has inspired numerous movies, novels, and television series, and it still inspires researchers and crime mystery enthusiasts. The third case. Mercedes McCambridge was an American actress who was remembered in her career for playing the role of a famous serial killer, including the movie, The Exorcist. He was born in 1916 in Madisonville, Wisconsin, USA. During his career, McBride was famous in films, series, theater and radio. He was nominated for an Oscar for playing the serial killer Susan and Carol and won it for Best Voice Acting for Direct Speech and Audio. At the end of his life, McBride died of gastric cancer in 2004. Until the last moments of his life, he was known for his talent and won many awards in the field of sound games and theater directing. The fourth case, Harold Shipman was a British doctor who is known as one of the most notorious serial killers in the history of England. During the 1970s and 1980s, he killed about 210 patients by injecting them with opioids. Shipman committed these crimes on his patients and edited the medical records in a fraudulent way so that they would not match the Justice Board. After encountering a series of serious inconsistencies in his medical records, he was arrested in 2000 and convicted of murdering his patients in 2004 and imprisoned for an undisclosed location. Shipman's crimes were reported to the hospital as suicide and medical malpractice, but after his arrest, the brutal and unpredictable reality of these murders was revealed. And the last case, Renee Gibbons was one of the famous serial killers in the history of crime. In the 1960s, he was brutally arrested for murdering several women. Reports indicate that he used violent methods such as kidnapping, beating, and sexual harassment for his purpose. Renee chose most of her victims because of her extraordinary beauty. In the end, he was arrested by the police and sentenced to death, and it is worth noting that he has been mentioned as one of the most notorious serial killers in the history of crime.